NEWROXETTEARISA and welcome back to my channel. A lot of people have been requesting this hairstyle tutorial. It's, either whatever you want to call it, Dutch braids or boxer braids. I've heard it both ways, but either way, it's a really easy hairstyle, but it's also actually very trendy right now. I think it adds like a cool, chic kind of feel to any look, and it's perfect for my lazy girls out there, which I feel you. This hairstyle is actually perfect if you're on second, third, fourth day hair. It actually gets easier when your hair is a little bit more dirty or slightly more oily, because the natural oils of your hair kind of help to hold the braids together and make it easier to manage a really nice, tight, precise braid. So yeah, just putting that out there because I know I like to do this hairstyle when I'm, running low on time, or if my hair is just not looking good any other way, I can just whip this up and I'm good to go. Before we hop into the tutorial, make sure to subscribe to my channel because I upload every Wednesday and Sunday, and you don't want to miss a video from me. And also, any day of the week, you can probably find me on Instagram and Twitter under RoxetteArisa, so there you go. Alrighty guys, so if you want to learn how to do these super duper easy, trendy Dutch braids on yourself, then just keep watching. Like I said, this hairstyle definitely works best on like 2 to 3 day hair, just because your natural oils will be more dispersed through the hair. But I do always go in and comb out my hair or brush it out just so it's all nice and easy, and it'll be a lot easier to manage. Then I go ahead and make a part as straight as possible. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just as straight as you can get. And I do mine slightly to the left, to my left, just because that's my natural part, but feel free, do it in the middle, do it on the left, either way you want. Then just go ahead and tie one of those sides back, the side that you're gonna do second, because it's just better to have it completely out of the way. Plus, look at that little pigtail. Then moving to the section we are going to be working on first, I take about 1 inch to 1.5 inches piece of hair and section that off with my fingers into 3 equal sections. Then I take the outer section and fold it underneath the middle piece, and again the outer piece and fold it underneath the middle piece. Then I basically just repeat this all the way down the hair while adding small sections to each of those 3 original sections. Always take the outer piece and fold underneath the middle section. This is what's going to give us the Dutch braid. It's a much more lifted effect because the hair kind of sits on top of itself, which lifts it up away from the scalp, rather than a French braid, which would just flatten itself out because you're folding over top. So always don't forget to fold underneath to give that lifted effect. And when you are folding the braids, you really want to make them as tight as you possibly can. This makes them hold longer, it makes them look better, it makes them look more precise and pulled together. I really like the effect when I pull it as tight as possible. Plus, it's just gonna be the most effective way of doing the braid itself. And when you are braiding your hair, one thing to remember is that your hands direct the braid. So wherever your hands are placed, that's where the braid's gonna go. I personally like this look to be more on the sides of the head, so I'm always sure to keep my hands on the side that I'm working on so that it goes exactly where I want. And then once I do get to the nape of the neck, I move the braid in front so that I can see it better and create, the same precise braids that I've been doing all the way from the roots to the ends. I'm literally doing the exact same pattern, the exact same tightness. It just keeps going, and you keep repeating the steps all the way until you get to the very ends of the hair. And I like to go literally to the ends of my hair just because it makes a longer braid, so that makes my hair look longer as well. Once I get down to the very ends of the hair and I can't braid anymore, I secure the braid with a super small mini rubber elastic. These come in black, they come in blonde, they come in clear, and they're usually available at your drugstore. But these are the best ones to use for this kind of braid because they kind of just blend in with your hair and they don't stand out much because they're so thin. If you use a normal size one, it's gonna look kind of strange because it's gonna be too big for the small braid that's at the end. And then I kind of fluff everything out. I pull apart the braid a little bit just to make it a little bit more voluminous and look like I have thicker hair. And that's what I was saying. It's just so much easier this way with my technique of making it super tight and then going back in and fluffing it up. Then basically you're done with the one side, so you just have to repeat the other side exactly the same way. You want the braids to be as identical as possible, so literally do the exact same thing. Always fold underneath, make a super duper tight braid, and make sure your hands are directing the braid exactly where you want them to go. Once you're done with the second braid, it should look something like this. I go in and add any finishing touches like, you know, getting my baby hairs out there, smoothing it out, adding in any bobby pins where I want it to look more sleek, and that's pretty much it. I just kind of go in and touch up where I want to be touched up. If I want it to look a little bit more voluminous at the top, I'll pull out some extra pieces there, and voila. Alright, so that's how I do my Dutch braids, or boxer braids if you want to call it that. I think it's super easy, and if you follow these little tips and tricks, you can really learn in no time. I can whip these up in just a few minutes now, and it's a super easy hairstyle to just have in your back pocket for those days when your hair literally doesn't look good any other way. It's just a nice way to pull it back out of your face and give it a little fun twist. So many people have requested seeing this hair tutorial from me, so I hope you guys liked it because I know a lot of people were wanting to see it. And yeah, as you can see, it's super easy. So if you did like it, give it a thumbs up because it really helps me out. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And as you guys can see, I do really try to get videos out that you guys are requesting. So if you do ever have any requests for, you know, videos or any ideas for things that I should do, then don't be afraid to leave a comment down below and let me know what you're thinking. Okay, so that is it for me. I will see you guys next time with another new video. Bye!